Hello and welcome to my 100 Days of Making Comics thing. This is day 62, I guess. I think to 79, or maybe it's 63 to 79. I don't really remember, but yeah, it's until day 79. And for the first, I know it's a long stretch of time, so for the first few days, I was doing Mew Mew, which is a cat comic, and then afterwards, I started doing more exercises. Well, not exercises, they look almost like illustrations, but basically, it's just to practice color and a bit of background. Well, like maybe, okay, one of them has background, and drawing people in different and more interesting poses. Yeah, but um also around this time I also went to IndieCat, which is, although indie implies it's about independent stuff, like any stuff, like maybe books or books, comics, and maybe video games, but no, it's just for comics. It's in it's made by the same people who make Comic Con in my country, and our Comic Con has a K because the Tagalog or Filipino for comic is just comic with K's. Yeah, and after I finished making Mew Mew, I began to write the next one, and then I also drew a cover. I, however, still haven't figured out stuff yet. I still haven't began the newer one. Mostly because it's a bit difficult, or I'm having a problem searching for motivation. And at the same time, I'm having less and less time to actually draw. So instead of actually planning things, I've been drawing people's avatars in Gaia Online because I need to draw people and post them. I found out that I was doing the exact same pose or very similar poses in very many pieces. So I've decided to try that. The deal is that school was about to start and I had to concentrate on fixing my sleep schedule because I was awake all night but asleep all day. As in, when the sun would rise, I'd fall asleep. I know that sort of thing makes me feel like a vampire, but my teacher in high school did say that it's normal for some people to be more night active than morning active. Yeah, so there. But appears to be a common phenomenon among high school kids because some of my classmates experienced the same thing where we were used to being out all morning, then staying up real late doing our stuff for school. That when the break occurs, all of a sudden we're awake all night, but in the morning, where we're usually slaving away in college, we just sleep. Then again, like during normal school days, it's not as though we don't end up sleeping in class every now and then, or in between classes. So, yes, things that I did over the period of time in which I have not done a speed drawing thing. Actually, I have, but I was planning to use them for maybe like a speed painting. Because these 100 days of making comics videos, they're a bit taxing to look at. They look so organized, and it's like there's so many things going on. But then again, like I wouldn't really know what to do in speed painting, or what to say, or what music, if ever. So, okay, I was watching BuzzFeed, and BuzzFeed had this. BuzzFeed Unsolved, so it was about crime. And there's this character and his name was, or they were talking about the Axeman murderer, and they said, oh, they saw him with another guy, that the guy must be Razor Boy. And because I watch a lot of Boku no Hero and read a lot of Boku no Hero, which is an anime, in case you don't know, I decided to create an OC. And so here, it's Razor Boy. Basically, his Edward Scissorhands, except for he's so clean cut and boy wondery that it makes no sense why he's a villain, except for the fact that he has fingers. Now they're scissors. Oh, they're not scissors. They're more like knives, and sometimes they have hinges like scissors. And he can control them. Whatever. He's very boy wondery. Yes. At the same time, I made my own version of Axeman. Somewhere. He's somewhere here. Here he is. There. It's a very different style than I usually do. I wanted to make something more cartoony, and so there, that's what you got. That's what I got. Sorry, you don't got anything on me. Yes, for a while there I sounded tough. Okay. So then I began drawing some people on Gaia's avatars because, well, one big reason why I don't really enjoy, making. One reason that hinders my enjoyment of drawing my own characters is not knowing what to draw them in. And the Gaia avatars really help a lot with that aspect. Because, some of them were even over-decorated. And so here's one of them. I even copied the background a bit. I think that's what the background was. I don't really understand the background. It is this weird thing that makes no sense to me. But here, there's one. And then here's another one. And then this is the most recent one. Let's see, this one. This is the most recent one, and last is this one, which is my most favorite one. It was also the very first one I did. So yes, that's it. That's all I've been doing. Oh wait, I feel as though I haven't mentioned it, but I've already started writing for the next Mew Mew, and I finished writing it. But then it's obviously subject to change, and I need to sketch it still, and so on and so forth. But yes, indeed, progress is occurring, although I have disappeared for more than a week. Thank you for watching this.